It's become a defining feature of India's national capital. It's being felt everywhere in the country, but especially and shamefully in India's national capital. It is gasping for breath. And amidst this huge amount of public suffering and misery, the Delhi police has just busted a sickening oxygen concentrator racket with high-level connections in VVIP Delhi. It's being operated from plush restaurants and bars in the famous Khan market of the national capital. Take a look at these COVID vultures scavenging on people's misery. 4 people have been arrested, but the kingpins are still at large. Humanity shamed as a pandemic becomes a business opportunity for some. The Delhi police on Thursday suspected some nefarious activity at the well-known Delhi restaurant bar Negeju in the upscale Lodhi colony, which led to their premises being searched and the recovery of 32 oxygen concentrators. 4 accused who were nabbed revealed the location of a farmhouse in South Delhi, and the police seized 387 more concentrators from that farmhouse after the raid. That was the tip of the iceberg. The police conducted raids on Friday in Khan Market, at the famous Khan Chacha restaurant and the Town Hall restaurant. 96 concentrators were recovered from Khan Chacha and 9 from the popular Town Hall. During the investigation, Delhi police found that the mastermind of the racket is Navneet Kalra, a well-known businessman associated with Dayal Opticals and Khan Chacha, Nege and the Town Hall Restaurant Bar, some of the top nightlife hotspots in the capital.
This is the Khan Chacha restaurant right here, from where the oxygen concentrator has been brought down by the police team. The lock, I can show you, that has been broken, and then police got inside the restaurant.
Police say that the accused used to buy these concentrators for 23 to 30,000 rupees and sell them for 70,000 rupees. India Today has accessed exclusive WhatsApp chats of Navneet Kalra, where he shares his account details with people who wanted to buy the concentrators in the grey market. India Today has also accessed a video from April the 26th, where people can be seen queuing up outside Khan Chacha to collect their concentrators. As India continues to battle the deadly second wave of the pandemic, some COVID vultures are busy profiteering and exploiting the vulnerable. With Kumar Kunal and Arvind Ojha in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today. My senior colleague Tanseem Haider is right outside the Lodhi Road police station in the national capital. 4 people have been arrested so far. Tanseem, 4 लोग गिरफ्तार हुए हैं अभी तक. नवनीत कालरा अभी कहां है तंसीम?
जी अभी 10 मिनट पहले हमारी डीसीपी अतुल ठाकुर से बात हुई, जो यहाँ मौजूद थे। उन्होंने ये बात साफ की कि नवनीत कालरा और उसके साथ जुड़े हुए कई ऐसे लोग हैं जिनकी तलाश की जा रही है। फिलहाल उसके जितने भी नंबर हैं वो बंद पाए गए हैं और उनसे भी पूछताछ की जाएगी। उसके अलावा किन लोगों ने विदेशों से बैठकर ये ऑक्सीजन कॉन्सेंट्रेटर्स भेजे थे, उनके भी नाम पता चले हैं। उनसे जुड़े हुए लोगों की भी पूछताछ की जाएगी। तो फिलहाल तो अभी ये जो 3 रेस्टोरेंट्स हैं, टाउन हॉल और नगे एंड जू लोधी रोड पे, और तीसरा ये खान चाचा, जहां से ये 96 कॉन्सेंट्रेटर्स बरामद करके लाई है पुलिस। टोटल अभी तक 524 ऑक्सीजन कॉन्सेंट्रेटर्स बरामद किए जा चुके हैं और दिल्ली पुलिस के ऑफिसर्स का कहना है इससे जुड़ी हुई अभी और भी रेड्स चल रही हैं। इन लोगों ने करीब 120 लोगों को ये कॉन्सेंट्रेटर्स बेच दिए, जिसकी कीमत 60 से 70 हजार रुपए थी। जबकि इसकी खरीद की बात की जाए तो ये 20 से 22 हजार रुपए में खरीदे जा रहे थे। और ये जितने भी हैं ये चाइना से बने हुए हैं, इनकी मेड, इनका ब्रांड सब चाइनीज है और इसको करीब 70-60 हजार रुपए में बेचा जा रहा था। दिल्ली पुलिस के डीसीपी का कहना है कि जल्द ही इसमें और गिरफ्तारियां होंगी और इसके मास्टरमाइंड को पूछताछ के लिए बुलाया जाएगा।
तंसीम, इसका मतलब है कि अगर और भी रेड्स हो रहे हैं, इसका मतलब है कि ये स्कैम जो है और भी बड़ा हो सकता है, नॉट जस्ट 524, और भी बड़ा हो सकता है।
जी, जैसा कि खुलासा हुआ है कि करीब फरवरी के बाद से ये लोग लगातार कॉन्सेंट्रेटर्स, ऑक्सीजन कॉन्सेंट्रेटर्स मंगा रहे थे। ये तीसरी या चौथी खेप थी जो इस बार आई थी, और जिसके बाद जो ये इनके चैट्स और इनके वॉइस नोट वायरल हुए और उसके बाद पुलिस ने इस पे इन्वेस्टिगेशन शुरू किया। तो जाहिर सी बात है कि इसमें और लोग भी पकड़े जाएंगे और भी रिकवरीज हो सकती हैं, जैसा कि दिल्ली पुलिस की टीम इस पे लगातार काम कर रही है। गौरव,
Thank you, Tanseem, for joining us on this. Let's just show you who all have been arrested so far. Navneet Kalra is the proprietor and the owner who, as Tanseem just showed you, has switched off his phone and he's on the run right now. The police is looking for him. He is the owner of the bars and restaurants in Khan Market and Lodhi Colony area, from where all these concentrators have been recovered from. But 4 others have been arrested, but they are not the kingpins. Those are people who were found in those locations. There are likely to be many more arrests that will take place. Now, the huge bust of these concentrators, almost like a drug bust, like a contraband bust, has raised a lot of curiosity about concentrators. People are wondering what these are. We've been hearing about these concentrators. India Today's Gaurav Sawant gives you this unboxing demonstration of what an oxygen concentrator really is. And as you watch this report, ladies and gentlemen, remember 524 of these and counting have been recovered from those illegal means in the Khan Market area.
This is an oxygen concentrator, much in demand these days. Use it only when your doctor tells you to use one. Now, this oxygen concentrator is a 5-liter device. It comes with a 2-year warranty. Let me now unbox this for you. Once you get your oxygen concentrator, please read the manual very, very carefully. Well, when you see this device, it comes with a cannula. It comes with a humidifier bottle. I'll tell you how this is used, but let's get the machine out first. Now, the machine is about 19.5 kilograms, 19.5 kgs. So it's slightly heavy. It needs to be connected to a power cable, to a electricity point. But before you do that, read the manual carefully. I've connected this to the power cable. Now, this is a simple device. This is the knob, and I'll tell you what is done with this. This is the humidifier bottle. It shows you how much water needs to be filled in this. So again, consult your doctor. Your doctor will tell you it has to be distilled water. Now, in this case, this is the minimum mark, this is the maximum mark, and I will fill distilled water till just a little below the maximum mark. I've filled this. Then you shut it tightly, you shut it properly, and then you fix this to the nozzle here. Once again, you need to see that you're fixing it properly. There you go. No leaks. It's all done. You take out the cannula. This is life-saving and life-giving. Now, one end of the cannula you fix to the nozzle here. Once again, fix it nicely and properly. Again, then you switch on the device. Once you switch on the device, it will tell you then you connect the cannula. Once it's connected and you've checked all the nozzles, no leaks, you switch it on. And it says, hello. This, of course, is the power light. This is saying normal oxygen being produced. This, of course, also tells you whether there's low oxygen and whether this machine requires to be serviced. Again, then on your doctor's advice, you take this knob to what level of oxygen you require. And it says here, liter per minute O2. Then whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5, and then you take this down, take it to your nose, start breathing, and God willing, there will be happier days. You will be healthy. So simple to use, but only use this once advised by your medical practitioner, by your doctor, because this oxygen concentrator in many cases could well be the difference between life and death.
With this overload of information on oxygen concentrators available in the market, one can easily get confused. And now it's going to be in the headlines thanks to what's happening in Delhi. Which machine to pick, where to get it from, when should it be used precisely. India Today's Mosmi Singh explains how to choose an oxygen concentrator. Listen carefully.
Oxygen concentrators are suddenly the most sought-after medical equipment in India. But before you rush to the market to procure one, it will be worth your while to check a few things.
The demand for oxygen concentrators is skyrocketed. It is important to follow guidelines and the do's and don'ts while you buy an oxygen concentrator. We are joined by Dr. Gautam Sehgal, and in this live demo, you will see what an oxygen concentrator can do, what are the machines that are available in the market. So let me introduce you. This is an ultra portable oxygen concentrator. This one is a portable one. You can see it has 4 wheels. You can move it from one room to the other, and this one is a jumbo machine.
Oxygen concentrators are electrically powered machines that draw air from one's surroundings and produce concentrated oxygen of 90% purity levels. They come in various shapes and sizes, but what could be ideal for your home is the one that is ultra portable, is a 5-liter machine, portable or non-portable, or a 10-liter machine. The ultra portable machine weighs a little over 3 kilograms, is easily carried and comes with a rechargeable battery that can run for 4 hours. You can drive around with this machine, and it can even be charged in your car just like a mobile phone.
This is a 5-liter machine which is basically made for travel, and it gives you 5 liters of oxygen per minute. It is charged and has a charge of 4 hours, and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the number of liters of oxygen per minute which you'll give the patient. It comes with a cannula. You put the cannula in the machine, and now the machine is working. The machine needs to be charged for 6 hours before operation, and if you want to use it in the car, you can keep charging it with your cigarette lighter and using the machine.
Always make sure you take an extra cannula for backup. For a more continuous supply of oxygen at home, a 5-liter oxygen concentrator could well be the answer. Arguably, it's the most sought after as it can run up to 16 hours a day with a cool-off period of an hour. It comes with a humidifier and a cannula.
Basically, this machine comes with a bottle, which is called a humidifier bottle. You put some water in it.
Okay.
You and any water, any clean water. You then attach a cannula. A cannula is a plastic tube which delivers oxygen to the nose, and you put the machine on. Once you put the machine on, you decide how much oxygen you want to give the patient, which your doctor can tell you, whether it's 1 liter, 2 liters of oxygen, and you can increase the oxygen up to 5 liters. How do you know the machine is working? First of all, there are no alarms going off, and second, there is bubbles forming in the water.
The third type of oxygen concentrator is the costliest, but it can supply oxygen to 2 patients at the same time.
This is a Chinese model which basically has two patients at the same time can get oxygen. So you have 2 water bottles, 2 separate flow meters, and you have 2 separate cannulas. As you can see, there is water already bubbling. You will take the cannula and attach it to the bottle, and
Given a minimum thing, so there should be a minimum amount of water.
You want to have a minimum amount of water. You don't want to fill it more than the max, because then the effectiveness of the machine goes down.
All right.
And then you decide on how much oxygen. If your one patient needs 2 liters, he's on 2 liters. If the second patient needs 5 liters, 4 liters, then you put him on 4 liters.
The machine serves 2 patients at a time and has 2 humidifiers, 2 flow meters and 2 cannulas. Remember, a mask is a mask for flow rate of above 5 LMP. The features include big size OC, which has a capacity of 10 liter oxygen per minute. It can be used for 2 people at the same time, 2 dehumidifiers and a mask. The levels can be regulated with 2 different flow meters. A certified machine ensures purity of 90%. The price ranges from 80,000 to 1,25,000 rupees. While buying one, make sure the machine delivers oxygen purity of 90% or more.
Does the dealer is physically present? Does he have a shop? Is he or just a fly-by-night operator? Please ask him if he's been in the business for how long, and does he have a service center? The advantage with the big companies is that machines can go to their service centers for repair. The main part in this machine is called a sieve, which compresses the nitrogen and gives you oxygen. That has a life of 4,000 hours. So if you're buying a refurbished machine, you have no idea how long the machine is used and you cannot check the purity.
Before you invest in an oxygen concentrator, ask your doctor what capacity OC you need, a 5 or a 10-liter one. Make sure the dealer is authentic and experienced, has a service center for backup support. A quick replacement policy is a must. The machine's booklet must ensure minimum 90% oxygen purity. Ask the vendor to conduct the purity check before you buy it. Check if the sieve has a runtime of 4,000 hours. Make sure foreign brands are certified.
Acute scarcity and exponential demand of oxygen has resulted in oxygen concentrators turning out to be those super machines that could well be the solution and the answer for treatment at home. But remember, when you buy, don't indulge in panic buying, exercise caution and follow these checks so that you are not duped. With video journalist Ashwini Helen, this is Mosmi Singh in Delhi for India Today.
Meanwhile, Karnataka is witnessing a sharp increase in COVID cases, making it perhaps the new epicenter of the second wave. Chief Minister Yediyurappa has hinted at a complete lockdown in the state. The Chief Minister said that it might be inevitable to go in for a full lockdown and that a decision will be taken in the next 48 hours. The state yesterday reported over 49,000 fresh coronavirus cases. With this, its active case tally has breached the 5 lakh mark. 328 people have lost their lives to COVID in the last 24 hours. Bengaluru city alone reported over 23,000 fresh cases, taking the count of active cases to over 3 lakh in the city. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court has dismissed the central government's petition challenging the Karnataka High Court order that had directed the centre to allocate 1,200 metric tons of oxygen to Karnataka.
The COVID cases in Karnataka seems to be rising, with crossing the 50,000 mark. Even after 1 week of lockdown being announced, the cases has not come down. The hospitals also are completely full with no beds available. The government is of an opinion that the reason that the cases are rising is that 10 to 15% who are tested positive are untraceable. Mostly their phones are switched off or they're not receiving their phone call. Now the Home Department has been roped in. The Civic Department has been roped in to make sure that all these positive patients will be traced, and these are the spreaders of this disease is what the government said. The government is also looking at streamlining the bed system because there was a bribe for bed scam that was unearthed just 2 days back, and now the CM has called for an audit and the ministers have been given charge of making sure that the beds availability have been streamlined of remdesivir, oxygen and ICU as well. The Karnataka government on war footing is trying to build 4,000 ICU beds in Bengaluru city alone so that beds are available. This will be done in 2 to 3 weeks is what we are told from the government, but the lockdown might be extended because the cases of number of cases in Karnataka as well as Bengaluru has not gone down. The average cases has remained 48,000 to 50,000 in the last 2 days. Nagarjun Dwarkanath for India Today.